Imagine realizing your son was found dead in a bathroom, or having to take care of your own grandchildren because their parents are too addicted.
It is a reality of the nationwide plague robbing families of their trust, love, and security. Here's Chris Conti.
This crisis does not discriminate when it comes to who it's taking from us. By some estimates, 115 people are dying every day from opioid overdoses. It's creating broken homes, broken families, and broken hearts.
This drug is a very commanding drug that overtakes people's lives.
It is the ones who are left behind who are left to wonder.
Yeah, I wish my son was alive.
Left to wonder what could have been.
We want him to be telling his story.
Eric Blom was in 7th grade, barely a teenager when he had his first Xanax. His parents, Dan and Cindy, watched over the years as opioids' often inescapable grip took hold of their son and refused to let go.
He was just hopeless, and he always said that he really didn't think he was going to make it till he was 30.
It was an expensive addiction, too expensive to get the pills. Like so many others in this country, Eric soon turned to heroin.
He tells us he recalls that's being the best peace he's ever felt. And he said, and I've chased that every day since. Never found it again.
Imagine what these parents must have seen in their son to accepted what they saw as Eric's fate.
I remember vividly the night that Cindy told me, she goes, Dan, do you realize that we may bury Eric someday? And I'm like, yeah, I know.
The details of Eric's death, we will leave to them.
2:22 Thursday morning, we got the call no one wants. He was desperate that night, and he decided he was just going to use heroin one more time. He'd been clean for 6 months, and it killed him.
That was it. Eric was gone.
And he's not here. He didn't make it. I was hoping he'd get healed this side of heaven, but he didn't.
Theirs is a story repeated too many times, too many different ways.
Every 3 weeks, as many people die of overdose as they did in 9/11. Yeah, it's a health crisis.
Wasn't your dad 36? Yeah, he was 36.
No need to tell that to Cheryl Cox.
It's killing them every day. Every day somebody dying of an overdose. Every day.
Cheryl lives in the Nations, crammed in a tiny apartment with 6 grandkids.
We survive. I mean, we makes it. We take it day by day.
4 years ago, she was forced to take them all in after her daughter and son-in-law were arrested for selling opioids. Sandrell is 11 years old.
It's just really hard because they're our parents, and most people expect for kids to live with their parents.
By some estimates, more than 1 million American children are living with their grandparents right now, primarily because of their parents' addiction to opioids.
It creates a mess for everyone.
Sandrell still gets to see her mom sometimes. Seeing her dad, though, means coming here.
He had took some drugs, and I think there were poison in them, And he was in a hospital for like a couple of weeks, and they had to let him go.
Mandrell Newsom was 36 years old. He, too, turned to heroin back in August.
I guess it's all this organs start shutting down on him.
And he, too, is now gone.
Yep.
Another broken family, another child left behind.
It's very sad, lonely.
This is what the opioid crisis is doing to our community.
He took care of his kids, he took care of his wife.
Cheryl wants just one person, one family to hear her story and reach out for help.
That hurts, and just to know what they have to deal with. Living without a father in their life.
As for Eric Blom's parents, they have now started making and selling guitars named after their son.
And some of the profits from those guitars will go towards helping families like ours.
Because with so many people getting hooked, hope may be one of the most powerful cures.
And they hope that and pray that something that can be done about it.
Coming up.
I look forward to living, and I want to give my kids a father that they deserve.
When Hooked continues.